All right, so before we watch Hoosiers, now we'll get to the fun part. So for editing, they can start right here. Now we got some fun stuff that we
Liz
can talk
is editing.
about.
Liz, this is the moment, right? Here, and by the way, Liz, if you're listening, she is listening. Leave the part of me talking to you in it because I think that's more fun. Don't cut me out.
That's right.
Let me in. I want the viewers to hear me. I want you to hear me. We're all talking to you. Now we can go to Hoosiers.
No, it's not. It's not Hoosiers. The fun part is what's going to happen before Hoosiers. And I think I'm an authority on this. You may be the quarterback analyst, but I'm an authority on BLTs.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Hey, by the way, I hope you know, the last 2 nights in a row, you know what Liz and I have had?
What?
BLTs.
BLTs.
So 2 nights ago we had BLTs. Last time we had BLTs, we threw chicken strips in it.
So that was not right, by the way.
A chicken strip BLT.
That is not right. I saw the photos on your Instagram story, and that was not funny. I was not amused. So I literally own and do Portland BLT Week.
Yeah.
And I did it in 2017. I did it in 2019. Restaurants pay me money to be in Portland BLT Week. You can go to portlandbltweek.com and check out the website. You can go to the Portland BLT Week YouTube channel and watch the videos. It's a real thing. And each year we've had about 10 restaurants, and I don't think I'm going to do it in 2020. But maybe I thought someday I'll be done with it. But now I feel like I need to come back in 2021.
The resurgence of BLT Week again.
And to help, and I promote restaurants. I really do help promote restaurants, and it's fun. So because a BLT is my absolute favorite sandwich.
I totally agree.
And I'm pretty, what makes it, now I love, in Portland BLT Week, they don't have to make a literal exact BLT. They can riff on it. They can make a dish inspired by BLTs. I've had some pasta dishes that were amazing that were inspired by BLTs. So BLT Week, it's fun. Have fun with it. Come up with cool, creative stuff. Just so someone's eating it goes, oh, I see where you were going there, right? But at home, there's some rules.
Can I say one? I know the first rule. It's for me. And after that, it's all you.
Okay.
But I fucking will never eat a BLT that's not on sourdough bread. It's not it's in my mind. If you put all the contents of a BLT on any bread other than sourdough, it's not a BLT to me. I will not eat it. I don't want it. It's not. I went to a restaurant with Liz when we were going to Bandon, Oregon. On our way to Bandon, we stopped and got a BLT. And I was so glad they came on sourdough. And I was like, why do you even have an option for other bread? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It has to be on sourdough.
Now, just for the record, the first year Portland BLT Week, a food cart did the cheap bacon that kind of curls and white bread and mayonnaise and iceberg lettuce.
I could see the white bread working.
Yeah, and it was not as good in my world as sourdough, but it still worked.
I could see white bread working.
It was like a classic old school diner from the 50s BLT.
White bread's the only other bread that I think could, because it's very similar to BLT, to sourdough. But for me, it has to be sourdough.
Yeah, you got to have sourdough at home now. I'm not talking about when you're being creative. That's fine. But at home, you got to have sourdough.
Yep.
You got to have Best Foods mayonnaise. And none of this Hellman's shit. I want Best Foods.
Okay.
I know east of the Rockies, it's Hellman's, but that doesn't make it right. And Miracle Whip, that stuff doesn't work. I've tried it. There's no miracles in it. No one's been
miracles in it.
Nobody's been healed.
There ain't no miracles in Miracle Whip.
It's like, someone's sick and you rub it on their forehead and nothing happens.
Hey, it does kill lice. I think that's what it does. What's the best use of Miracle Whip? It kills lice.
And that's why you don't want to eat it. It's tangy death.
No, you gotta have mustard, right?
What?
Oh, have we hit a thing? Have we hit a rift between us? You don't put mustard on your BLTs.
No, you do not put. That is immoral. That is immoral.
I put mustard on breakfast cereal. I put it on everything.
I know, you're twisted. Yeah, that's why you love Skyline chili so much. Yeah. That's an option to get mustard on.
You put mustard on oatmeal. You put mustard on grapes. You put mustard on everything.
And the best lettuce for a BLT is iceberg.
Absolutely
crunchy. It's no nutritional value. It's crappy.
Even if you can find, for me, it doesn't have to be, for me personally, it doesn't have to be iceberg as long as it's crunchy. Iceberg is the perfect lettuce because it's crunchy. But if you can find other lettuce, I don't know if there is, but if you can find other lettuce that is crunchy, great. But it has to be crunchy fucking lettuce. If it's not crunchy, it's wrong.
And thick cut bacon.
We have it downstairs. It's gonna be great.
And if it's pepper bacon, that's okay.
Yep.
Thick cut pepper bacon's okay. And then you gotta cook it in the oven. That's how you cook bacon best, is cook it in the oven.
Yeah, so I called you 2 nights ago. We were making BLTs and I was like, I think I texted you, do we have a bacon emergency? Please answer. You didn't answer, by the way, until afterwards. But we made bacon on the stove, and I was like, I know there's a way to bake it. I just figured we'd wait till you could teach us how to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to show you tonight. And then Karen wrote a recipes or merely suggestion article, recipesmostsuggestion.com, about this.
Yeah.
So we'll have her recipe. I'll give you some instruction tonight and show you how to do it. But oven-baked bacon is amazing. Set the oven at 400. Get a cookie sheet. Put down some tin foil. If you can get a thicker baker pan, that's better. You know, they're about that thick. You put your bacon in there. You put it in the oven for about 8 minutes. You pull it out. You flip it over. You put it back in there. You don't have the splatter. You probably had a lot of splatter when you're cooking on this. Yeah, a lot of splatter.
It's hard not to. I mean, it's just...
Yeah, it cooks the bacon so perfectly. And so that at home is a perfect BLT. Sourdough bread, Best Foods mayonnaise, thick cut bacon, and iceberg lettuce. Now, the one thing you can add, it's allowed in my world, is some avocado.
Avocado.
Oh, and tomatoes. Oh, you got to have tomatoes, of course.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's your plan for the tomatoes?
I forgot. Yeah, you got to have tomatoes.
What's your plan? Is there a special type of tomatoes or best way to do it?
Yeah, you get those tomatoes on the vine tomatoes, and you slice them really nice. Oh, they're so good. And what I like to do is I slice them, and I put them in a bowl, and I put a little bit of olive oil in them and a little bit of salt, and then I gently toss them.
Fuck. You're gonna go extra tonight. I mean, when we eat BLTs, Liz is gonna be like, Zach, everything you've ever made is wrong. Like, sorry, because you're gonna make like a restaurant quality BLT, and I'm gonna be like, I can't compete with that at all. Like, fuck.
You can. I'm gonna teach you how tonight.
Well,
how
I will say the one Liz made yesterday. You didn't like it. I had chicken strips on it.
Oh my God, that's not even a BLT.
But it was basically a what do you call it? A crispy chicken sandwich with bacon and it was like, oh my fucking God.
A crispy chicken sandwich with bacon sounds amazing.
It was, dude. What she made was restaurant quality. I was like, wow, this is like really great.
Calling it a crispy chicken sandwich with bacon sounds perfect. You just don't call it a BLT with chicken strips.
Fair enough.
Marketing matters.
And we're gonna watch Hoosiers. That'll be fun.
Yep, that'll be fun. And I'm just telling you, people are there's the thing about the BLT that is important.
Yeah.
Is the tomato. Now, I had chefs giving me crap the first year I did Portland BLT Week because I did it too late in the season and the fresh heirloom tomatoes weren't around. And they wanted the fresh heirloom tomatoes. So I moved it up last year as early as I could to can't do it in August. People are busy. There's big events that happen in Portland, right the first week of September, middle of September. I can't compete with those. So but I moved it up as close as I could to still have the heirloom tomatoes. And so this year, last year, 2019 fall, we had lots of heirloom tomatoes. But here's the deal. You don't need a fucking heirloom tomato to have a BLT. I like to have a BLT in the dead of winter at a dive bar at midnight in January. When the tomato is grainy and gross, it's still really, really, really good. Come on now. That's when you know you love BLTs.
What's the key to a good tomato in a BLT? What makes the tomato work?
That you have it.
That's all. As long as it's there.
Right. It's like some people say, oh, I only have BLTs on my menu when they're heirloom. Oh, fuck that. Come on.
Now, what do they add? Is it the juiciness they add? Is it what does the tomato add to a BLT that you love so much?
Just that tomato flavor, that little bit of perfection. It works with the saltiness of the.
It's like a little bit tangy.
A little bit of tangy. It works with the saltiness of the bacon. It works with the creaminess of the mayonnaise, and
you get a salty and sweet little bit.
Yep, and that little bit of red is great for the gram, baby. You have that red, that green.
You're just like the marketing of the fucking tomato. You're like the tomato makes it look prettier for Instagram. That's the fucking reality of this conversation.
But it tastes good. The tomato tastes good. And I find adequate tomatoes all year long.
Well, an adequate tomato is all it takes, what you're saying. It doesn't need to be some perfect, fancy tomato.
And I love a good heirloom tomato.
Don't let the tomato discourage you from making a BLT.
Yeah, there's amazing. There's a pizza place that they do an heirloom tomato pizza every year, and it is amazing. But I still like pizza when there's not heirloom tomatoes. Come on now.